Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be speaking all about the Ohio State Quarter. Now, these coins are often worth 25 cents, but there are enough of them that are worth more than that where I really wanted to make a video about it and get into some of why those coins would be worth more. Errors, varieties, conditional rarities, there's a whole bunch of factors at play, and I'll take you through it so you have a really good fundamental understanding of whether or not your coin is worth more than 25 cents or what you could possibly be collecting. So let's jump right into this Ohio statehood quarter. We see here birthplace of aviation pioneers. That's referring Orville, the second of the two Wright brothers, was born in Dayton, Ohio, and then also the astronaut theme. So kind of a cool way to honor something maybe not traditionally associated with Ohio. You can pause this if you'd like some more information on the overall series, but I do want to focus first on the varieties, and then we'll get into conditional rarity and errors. So here, if you look closely at the ear and you look below it, there are some doubled ear varieties. There's going to be three that are well known for this one, though they are undercovered in some sources. So here, you can see a clear separation, clear spread, and I think that if you have it and it's really clear and you have a good photo, you might be able to get more for the uncertified prices below. But in that uncirculated range, $5-10, and there's a fair amount of the doubled ears across different varieties, but especially when there's not an accompanying double die reverse or other significant variety, for an Ohio collector, they probably want to have one of these. This one's a little bit more pronounced, so I think the values increase slightly, whereas the last one maybe less so. And then there is a third that I think is the most clear out of all of them, and it almost looks like a little bit of a cud. It's definitely a double die, but these doubled ears aren't always that well covered. And then in terms of the conditional rarities, this one's actually kind of a cool situation where if you'd like to get one for Mint State 69, they're not super expensive. Often those are pretty pricey, but 217 million minted isn't even that high for the state quarters, but that's just the situation with this coin. There aren't any in the Mint State 69 range for the 2002D. I guess strike quality just wasn't quite there. But the highest price really is about $40. So if you could make it 68 plus or 69 on the 2002D, I think they'd be very expensive. But it also means that you probably shouldn't be sending these in yourself to grade. And then same thing on the clad and silver proofs. They're really just not worth it, where you should not be sending these in. Keep them in the plastic of wherever you have them. The real valuable ones are the nice off-center, and there's two more cool ones after this. This one sold for over $1,000, a great 40% off center strike where you can see nice detail. It's been preserved, very clean fields. So it did get graded Mint State 65. We don't know what the mint mark was, but I really like how you can just see, half of that Ohio reverse. And again, over $1,000. Similar price range for this one, but instead of being off-center, it's a double struck coin, so still the off-center strike, but it didn't properly eject from the striking chamber and receives another pretty significant hit. Now, it's Mint State 61. The coin has been sort of dinged up in other ways, though it didn't circulate, but still $990. And I like how you can see some of the underside of what was overstruck underneath as well. So just a really cool, unique coin. In Ohio, some of 1999, 2000, 2001, much more frequent than 2002 errors. And then our last one, often you see a fair amount of the full missing clad layer on the state quarters, but in this case it's partially missing, sold for $360. And in this case, sometimes the design comes through really clear, but here it didn't take well at all, and so you have a perfect, where the clad layer clearly it had broken off here. Because it's the planchets are punched out of planchet strip, but there's a core clad layer, and then on either end you have the gray looking, the copper's in the middle, and this gray material, which I assume is just the nickel, but is on the outside. So really interesting, error, bunch of really interesting, cool errors to collect. That's really the high end, and it's also nice that you can purchase Mint State 68 coins that are just gorgeous if you love this design for a cheap amount. But that's what we got on Ohio. Best of luck searching for these varieties. That could be on any one of them. Remember that these are going to be for the D mint coins, which isn't always the case. Often it's like P mint is what they're expected, but exciting to go over this with you, and good luck. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like the video, comment, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I also have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and some other social media platforms. You can also go to my main channel website, treasuretownYT.com, to learn more about the channel and sort of stay in contact. I also will eventually host all of these videos on coinsmetalscards.com, which will be both news, marketplace, and coin information. I do have the goal of eventually getting pretty much every US coin, date, mint mark, denomination on the channel with a similar video to the one that you just watched, and that will likely all be hosted there. And then I also have treasuretowncoins.com, which is sort of my coin dealing wing, coin dealing only entity that is a little bit less focused on content production. So thank you so much, and I'll look forward to seeing you on some of my other videos. I also have videos that are not just the date, mint mark, denomination recap in this format, so you can check some of those out, and I'll have fun seeing you there.